di anticipo e quindi spero che Chiara sia in questo momento all'ascolto. Eccoci qua.
Sì, ci sono.
Ciao, ciao, buonasera.
Buonasera a tutti.
Buon'ultima, come si dice, last but not least, anche in questo caso, effettivamente, l'Università Bocconi di Milano, nota e prestigiosa istituzione nell'ambito dell'economia, del management, della finanza e molto di più. Ci racconterà appunto la collega da Milano.
Sì.
La traduzione.
Hal-hazırda sizə Milanın Bocconi Universitetini təqdim edəcəyik. Bu universitet iqtisadiyyat, menecment, bu sahələr üzrə və digər sahələr üzrə çox məşhurdur və bu bizim ən son təqdimatımızdır.
Immagino che la presentazione sarà in inglese direttamente, senza traduzione, e ci troviamo poi al termine per le domande che verranno fuori nella chat.
Görürəm ki, bizim təqdimatımız ingilis dilində tərcüməsiz aparılacaq. Sonda isə yenidən suallar üçün vaxt ayıracağıq.
Okay. So I guess I can start.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so hello everyone. Just 1 second, I will share my screen with you. I have a brief presentation. Can you see that?
Sì, si vede.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So, hello everyone, and thank you so much for having us here today. I am Chiara Sansone. I work for the Guidance and Recruitment Office at Bocconi, but I'm also a former Bocconi student. So I have done my undergraduate, my bachelor year at Bocconi, but also my master. And after that, I decided to stay here at Bocconi, and now I'm working for my university. So today I want to speak a little bit about our undergraduate and graduate program and about our university in general. First of all, I would like to start telling you why I think you should consider Bocconi when thinking about your future education path. Of course, Bocconi is one of the leading institutions, as we were saying before, both in Italy and in Europe. We specialize in the area of social sciences. We offer different kind of programs. I will tell you a little bit more about it in a few minutes. But I think that what makes the difference for our university is that all the other things that are connected to the good quality of teaching. So of course, in Bocconi, being a university, you will build rigorous knowledge through innovative teaching methods, but also up-to-date technologies, especially in these days where we had to switch everything online. But at the same time, the university has a great global network. That is something that, at least, for example, also in my experience, made the difference. So we have more than 280 partner universities that allow our students to spend 1 semester or a year abroad, so to have an international experience during their studies, but also a very good network of employers and alumni worldwide. And also Bocconi, it's a very international, it's a university with an international profile. So also when it's possible to walk through the campus, you can really see that, meeting people from really all over the world. So let me tell you a little bit about our history. We are a private university, and Bocconi was founded in 1902. And it was the first university to offer a degree in economics in Italy. As I was telling you before, it's a university that is specialized in economic and social sciences from the beginning, so from the year of its foundation. As I was telling you before, it's also a really international university from the beginning. So Bocconi had its first exchange program in 1974, even before the starting of the Erasmus program. And also the first bachelor program in English started in 2001. So really before times. this is, let's say, the idea of our university. So to give you an idea of some facts and figures about Bocconi, we have almost 15,000 students enrolled in both undergraduate and graduate programs from different nationalities, so more than 100 nationalities on campus. And we are a very international university, especially compared to the university here in Italy, as we have more than 40% of international students in our classes studying English. More than, so on campus, we have more than 5,000 international students, including visiting and exchange students. So for example, in my class during my Master of Science, I had people from South Africa, people from China, from America. We were a very various and heterogeneous class. And also, as I was telling you before, a lot of our students decide to spend one semester period abroad for study or work. But even if they decide to stay in Milan, they're still in a very international environment. On these slides, you can see our position in terms of rankings. I don't want to focus too much on this, but I think that the rankings are a good way of saying the investment that the university makes in the quality of its teaching, but also in all the other facilities that we offer. Here you can see that our Master in Finance has been ranked as the 7th best master worldwide and in Europe, while the Master in Management is the 9th best master according to the Financial Times rankings, while we also have a good position in the QS rankings. As you can see here, we are 4th in Europe in the area, in the field of social sciences and management. Here you can see our international network. So we have 282 partner university that allows our students to spend a semester or a year abroad through exchange programs or double degree programs. And we're speaking of partner top university all around the world. So here you can see, you have an idea of how they are distributed worldwide. But also, apart from the international opportunities in terms of study, Bocconi really focus also on the future of its students. That it's something that might be more important, especially for the Master of Science. So preparing our students to what they expect after their programs here in Bocconi. So to have an idea of how the job market is and what the job market expects from students. So Bocconi organized different events during the year related to employers and career. We have a career service, and we have 2,500 employers involved in recruiting events from all different fields, so banks or luxury companies, and we also have a variety of events that right now are almost all online, but usually we have fairs in Bocconi where employers come on campus and the students have the possibility to interact with them. So as you can see from these slides, we have the virtual Bocconian jobs. There is a fair dedicated to recruiting, or we have recruiting dates on specific fields and investment banking virtual career fair. So Bocconi focuses a lot on the future career of its students. And it's something that I think can be seen in this data. so on the placement of our graduates. Almost 73% of our graduates is already employed on graduation day, and this data enhances even more if we consider the students that are employed at 1 year after graduation, that it's almost 96% of our students. And then, as I was saying to you before, the fact that the Bocconi is a really international university is also reflected in the number of students who work abroad after graduation, so outside of Italy. As regards our teaching methods, as I was saying to you before, I think that our university has prepare its students with a very strong theoretical preparation that it's integrated into, with the new technology integrated into the teaching process, that mixes the Italian education system of having a good preparation in terms of theoretical preparation with a practical preparation. So getting the students to know how to use what they're learning in class. And also, there is a strong interaction between students and instructor, that it's something that also can make the difference, because it helps students understand what they're studying, what they're the professor is teaching to them. And also after the COVID situation right now, we have a blended education system. So our students are currently doing 1 week at home, so on online teaching, and 1 week in person. But in March, everything had to be switch online. And the knowledge, the preparation of our students is also done through a lot of group projects, so business cases and discussion in class, but also host during the classes and testimonials. This is connected also to experience that can be done outside of class. So we have a lot of different activities, for example, related to language courses or IT courses, to enhance the preparation of our students, so to not limit the preparation of our students only to what they learn in class. And another example of that, it's also the possibility to enrich the digital skills through courses of software as Python, or also Excel or PowerPoint. Okay, now I want to tell you a little bit more about our undergraduate school. So we have 7,900 students enrolled in a bachelor program. Here you can see also the distribution of our students in terms of nationalities. And 41% of them are international students who are enrolled in classes studying English. So we offer both bachelor in English and in Italian. We have different kind of programs. I will not go through all of them. As regards our undergraduate programs, I would say that most of our courses have a really have a base in common. So during the first year and a half, you will, if you decide to take into consideration Bocconi, you will get a very good base and preparation in the economics and social sciences field. And then after that, you get to specialize a little bit more. You can see here we have general courses as the one, for example, in international economics and management, but also courses who specialize a little bit more on specific fields, as the one on arts, culture, and communication. We also have two different courses who focuses a little bit more on computer science and mathematics, so the last two. And then here you can see the World Bachelor in Business, that it's one of our special programs with a joint program with the USC in Los Angeles and the University of Hong Kong. And as regard the other Bachelor of Program, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, they all last 3 years because the Italian education systems is based on a 3-year bachelor plus, usually it's based on a 3-year bachelor plus 2-year master. And here you can also see some of our programs in Italian. So as I was saying to you before, the program structure of our bachelor program is more or less the same. During the first year and a half, you have compulsory courses. There are the core courses of the programs. So you will have, for example, I don't know, the basic economics, microeconomics, statistics, these kind of courses. The specialization starts in the second year. So you have a little bit more specialized course basing on the bachelor you decide to take. And also you have during the 3-year 2 different foreign languages together with the knowledge of IT skills and soft skills. The 3rd year is the most customizable one, I would say. So you have you can choose among some elective courses in order to specialize a little bit more basing on your interest. And then you have the possibility to do an internship or to have an exchange program abroad. And then there is a final report and the graduation. As regards our graduate school, we have 4,200 students, of which 32% are international students in classes taught in English. You will see that for this is the distribution of our students of the graduate school. And as you can imagine, for our master programs, our master programs have a similar structure, but during the master, you do specialize in some field. So they all have their courses, their core courses, and their characteristics. We have more general, as the bachelor programs, we have more general programs as the one in management or international management, but then most of them specialize in a specific field. For the master program, we also have a program in political science, that is the politics and policy analysis program, and in data science. So the last 2 are more focused on the computer and data side. So the structure of our master programs is this one. All of our master program lasts 2 years. So as I was saying to you before, usually in Italy, the structure of the 5-year or university is 3+2. So this is the +2. During the first year, you have the core courses of the programs you decide. And you have compulsory courses. So they are already defined by Bocconi University. During the second year, you get to specialize a little bit more. So you can decide to have some specialization courses, elective courses, or you can decide to do a major. So you have some specific courses that are decided by the university, but then that are focused on a specific field. What most of our students during the second year of their Master of Science do is to have an experience abroad. So doing a year through a double degree program or an exchange semester in one of our partner universities worldwide. All of our Master of Science then have 2 foreign languages that are mandatory, and for international students, one of them will be Italian, and then an internship that is compulsory in Italy or abroad, and the final thesis. So now I will go a little bit through more practical information on admission procedures, financial aid and housing. So let's start from the bachelor programs. For both our bachelor and master programs, the application consists of a more quantitative and objective part that it's made of a test and grades, and then a more subjective one, so a more qualitative one that is based on your experience, on your motivation, so on the curriculum and the personal statement. So in particular, for the bachelor programs, the application is online, and we will need your school reports of the second to last and third to last years. So we do not consider the grades of your last year of high school or your final score. And then a test, so the SAT or the ACT or the Bocconi test, that it's online, so you can decide to do that too. And then the more qualitative part, based on your motivation, that it's made of your curriculum and the personal statement, where you make us understand why you would like to study at Bocconi. And then an English certificate in order to understand your level of English. Here you can see the application timelines. I will not go through specifically all of these. Everything is on our website, so you will find this table also on our website. Just for you to know that if you're a junior student, then there is the early session that you can see here. There is dedicated only to junior students. While for senior students, there are two different sessions, one in winter and one in spring. Here you can see the deadline, the application periods of 2021 and 2022, but more or less all the sessions are every year in the same part of the year, the same season. For our master program, we have, as I was saying to you before, we still have a part made of test, so the GMAT or the GRE, that is compulsory, but we also accept the online version of the test. And then the grade point average of the exams passed during your undergraduate program, and the more qualitative part made of your curriculum and the personal statement. Then for the master programs, there is also the possibility to do a video presentation that is not mandatory, it's just to make us understand who you are and to link a face to the application. All these application, so all these requirements are for our, let's say, traditional courses, because we do also offer some special double degree courses. There are the one that you can see here. So the SEMS, MIM, MIM, the China MIM, and the Bocconi ESSEC double degree that have further elements of application. Here you can see the deadline for the application periods for our Master of Science. We have during the year 5 different rounds for international students. Right now we are in the 3rd round that will close in March. And but still there is time until the 27th of May in order to apply to our Master of Science. Here you can see, so for the special programs I was telling you before, the one I mentioned here, you can apply together with the traditional program basing on these deadlines. For our 2 special programs, double degree with LSE and Science Po, you have different deadlines and also further elements of evaluation, and you can see them here. Okay, as regards fees and funding, here you can see the price of our courses. So for the bachelor programs, each that lasts 3 years, each year costs more or less 13,000 euro. while for the master program, the fee is of 14,000 per year. We do offer different type of scholarship. Basically, they are divided into merit-based scholarship and the need-based scholarship. For the merit-based, there are the one that you can see here, the Bocconi Merit Awards, the International Awards, and the special Bocconi Women Awards for women interested to study in finance. You won't need to apply. So the scholarship are awarded based on the same criteria of the application. So they are automatically awarded by a special committee. The needs-based scholarship are based on family needs, and they are awarded together with the Italian government. So they follow different regulation and rules. And for them, there is a separate application. We also have different type of contribution for international mobility and internship programs, and also the possibility for our students to have different kind of student loans. On our campus, we have 8 different dorms with more than 2,000 rooms. Different type of accommodation, so from a single studio to single rooms with private or shared bathroom. So you have apartment with 4 different rooms. You have your personal room, but then you share the apartment with other students. All of our dorms have a 24/7 dormant service, and also basic weekly cleaning service. The application for the housing is separate from the one to the university, and it's assigned with the first come, first served criteria, and will start in May, June. Okay, so just some last information on our campus life. We have a very vibrant campus, so I think that Bocconi really focuses not only on the knowledge and on the, let's say, educational and in-class part of the education of its students, but also on the extracurricular activities that can enrich the personal curriculum of its students. So we have more than 19 student associations in all different fields, so from the arts to the finance club to the sport club. We have different sports clubs. We have student media center, so we have our personal student radio, the Bocconi TV, and our newspaper to give news about the student life in the university. And we have also a new sports center with an Olympic swimming pool in the new campus that was opened in November 2019. So as you can imagine, it was not used yet as it should due to the COVID situation, but still it's part of the campus. And also studying at Bocconi, you will have the possibility to be in a vibrant campus and to get in touch with important personalities. So here you have some example of the personality who opened our academic year in the last years. So as I was telling you before, it's really something that enrich the personal curriculum of our students, and not only their academic curriculum and their preparation. We are situated in Milan, you might not know that, and the campus is really in the center of the city, so 10 minutes away from the main square, the Duomo Square in Milan. Milan is also very it's a city with a lot of students. It's a university city. We have different universities, so more than 200,000 students. And it's also the fashion and financial capital of Italy. So just last few information. Here you can see our our emails for all the further questions you might have apart from now. You can write us to undergraduate.services@unibocconi.it for all the questions you have for our bachelor programs, while the second email you see here is the one for if you have questions on our Master of Science program, so graduate.services@unibocconi.it. Follow us on our social, and also we have a different summer school program if you would like to know what it means to study at Bocconi. So you have the possibility to study for 3 weeks in our university. This year the summer schools will be online, but still you get an idea of what it means to study at Bocconi, what it means. You can get in touch with our professor and with our teaching method. So that would be a good opportunity for you to understand what it means to be part of Bocconi. Okay, I think I'm done. Thank you so much, and hope to see you soon, maybe in Milan in person. So if you have questions, I'm here to answer that.
Thank you very much, Chiara, for the very clear presentation. It was really full of information, so I suppose it should have been very clear for the students as well. At the same time, we have just one question here in the chat at the moment, but it's quite a precise one. It's about the master program in finance, and a student is making himself or herself, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, for the GMAT. Mm-hmm. And they ask if there are still places in the 4th or 5th wave for this program, and what is the GMAT result that they should show?
Okay, so yes, there are still slots available. So we usually suggest to our students to apply in the earlier rounds because you have more slots available, and at the same time there will still be slots until the last round. So don't worry about that. Even if you apply in the last round, there will still be slots available for our students. As regards the GMAT, we don't usually give a specific score because it really depends on the round and on how many students apply and who apply, and on the GMAT of the other students. What we usually suggest is when students take the GMAT, to have a look to the percentile where they are, so where their score is. And if it's a weight score or above the average, then it can be considered as a competitive score.
Thank you.
I hope to have answered the question.
Yes, thank you very much for the answer. Anyway, I think I can just add to your answer that starting from our experience working with Bocconi, that for finance program should be
very competitive. It's a very competitive. Yeah, we have really high profiles for the finance and international management program because they are very well ranked and they are the most competitive ones that we have.
Absolutely agree with you. Thank you very much for the presentation.